They called me yesterday. They were like, yeah, wake up in the morning, be ready for the health. One thing that I have myself to do is I don't wait 2 hours. I had like 3 hours sleep thinking I'm gonna first thing in the morning.
Yo, what's good people? It's your boy Tamar, living out another day. Okay, so last week I finished off my sleeve. Well, I got the main component of the last section of the sleeve, more like I should say. So I got the inside of my arm done. Like this is the section here with the lily flowers. And that's me for a while now, okay? I'm not planning on getting anything big for till the craving kicks in, I guess. So to celebrate, I thought I'm gonna share with you guys like just the journey that I took in terms of getting my tattoos. Why I did them. Some have more meaning than others, especially like the first one. Anyway, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. So the first one that I got is here on my chest. It's a bear's paw with a dream catcher behind it that goes down slightly to the ribs and some writing in the middle. That is one that I got when I was 19. Yeah, so I decided that I wanted it back when I was like just before I hit 18. And I told myself that I'm gonna keep the design, I'm gonna hold on to it for a year. When I finish my first year of uni, then if I still want it by then, I'll get it. And I guess I wanted it. So first I'm gonna break that one down for you. So we have the dream catcher, which you're supposed to hang it up when you're going to sleep, and it catches nightmares and bad thoughts, and then it will channel them away and leave you with like a peaceful night's sleep. It's supposed to like help ward off bad things. Then there's the bear's paw that represents friends and family. It's a very family oriented animal, and by joining them together, my idea was that it would help keep relevant people that are close to me, people that wish good things and well intended, and just good energy in general. Keep that with me, and it would help to filter out the negative space, okay? Then there's the quote that I got, which, how old was I? I think I must have been like 8 years old when I actually first saw it. It was like CSI or something. They caught the bad guy, and he was there explaining himself exactly why he was doing the stuff. And he said this quote, which was, let me get this accurate as I can, okay? Every man has 3 hearts. The first is shown to everyone. The second is shown to only friends and family. And the third is shown to no one, as there is too much truth and risk inside. Okay, so that's the first one. It took me long to get it, and afterwards I didn't get another tattoo for, well, till I came to Shanghai, so that must be like 4, 5 years later. Then I decided to get this one on my shoulder, which is a tree. It's kind of like a big bonsai tree, I guess. And before it had these patterns in there, it went down into some geometric shapes that represented the roots. That was mainly inspired by where I'm at now and the influences that built me up to this moment. Well, that moment. I guess you could say this moment too. That's just with the tree representing life that I'm in now. There's the sunset behind it representing the passing of time and how things are progressing whether you want them to or not. And then there's the roots that represent where I came from, friends and family, teachers, the environment, just things in general that kind of supported me or influenced my growth up to this point. I don't know if I grew a lot, but I've been looking at pictures from like back in the day, and boy, I forget how time flies, man, I really do. So, after I got that one, I went on to getting the arrow. It's like a spearhead that comes down with like a yin and yang, extrapolated coming down it. That is meant to represent balance in the life, relationships, work, health, goals, hobbies, whatever you want it. It's open to interpretation, okay? But it's meant to represent balance and how I keep myself focused and channeled. Not that I really do, but it sounded nice, okay? Then, after that one, I decided that I'm gonna keeping with the theme of balance, I got the elephant on one side, which is a mandala elephant, which represents strength of heart. And then I got an owl on the other side, which represents wisdom. They didn't have loads of thought into them, but I wanted to get something either side of the arrow to balance it out, fill out the arm. Told myself that I decided that I want to get a half sleeve. Obviously, it worked out to be a bit more, but that was the idea. Oh yeah, then, here's a funny one, okay? Here's a funny one. This is for you, Hassan. This is for you, okay? My brother hit me up because he saw some of my tattoos and he was like, yo, they actually look dope and I'm thinking of getting something. So he was telling me about the chakras and how he's been struggling to open his 5th chakra, which is a lot to do with communication and being able to express yourself. And it's located on the neck, around this section of the body anyways. So he was gonna get it on the back of his neck. And when he hit me up, I was like, that sounds like a good idea, you know. That sounds like a real good idea. So I wasn't gonna tell him. I wasn't actually gonna tell him, but I was gonna get it too. So I made him do the design completely. I sent him some of the drafts that my artist sent to me. And he was like, this doesn't look good, this doesn't look good. I like this one. Maybe merge these two. Calm. We got a design that he likes. Then he was like, yeah, cool. I'm gonna try and get it. And, well, that's what there is to know. He said he was gonna get it. So I was like, okay, let's book in. So I went and I got it. So for a little while after that, I'm asking him like, yo, when are you getting it? And he's like, oh, I don't know, you know. I'm like, bro, just go get it, man. Just go get it, man. But he didn't go get it. To this day, he did not go and get it. So now I just have the tattoo by myself. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it. Either way, I'm gonna put up the photos and some of the like precedents and inspirations that I got from the designs and like the draft drawings. I'll put them down, whichever corner they go into. I don't know if it flips them when I'm doing it. I can't remember now. It's been a long time since I made a vlog. So, left it like that. That's the story for this one anyway. But it is something that I wanted to work on personally as well. I'm not really big into chakras and stuff, but I believe a lot in personal development, and being able to express yourself is a massive part of that. It's something that personally I've struggled with. In terms of speaking to friends, oftentimes, I have my 2 best friends that I know that I can just speak to. And being able to speak really openly to some people can make it a bit difficult to do the same with others. So, in terms of relationships, friends and family, work environment, I think it's good not only to be able to say what you want to say, but say it in a way that fits the situation, in a way that fits how you actually feel, and can portray things in a way that you want them to be portrayed. Like, there are lots of ways of telling someone to leave you alone, but there are ways that'll get the effect that you need, and ways that could be taken too strongly or too weakly. That's something that I think is really important, and it's something that I've just decided to work on, okay? That's something I've decided to work on myself. I think I'm getting better at it. I'm not 100%, but it is what it is. Okay, back. Let's back it up. So after I got this one, I decided that I wanted something else to tie in to my half sleeve. I told myself I'd get something in the middle, like in the inside of my arm, but I wasn't sure what. Forgive me for the panting and stuff. It's hot. My window ain't open yet. I didn't think about it before I started talking, waving my arms and holding the camera, but it is what it is. Okay, so that's when I got the eagle. Okay, the eagle is coming here, and I've got a wing stretching to the back of my shoulder. That wasn't even completely planned. So I told my artist, I go to Tattoo Noir, the artist is Elizabeth, and I just told her that, okay, I want something to fill the blank space in between my chest and my arm. I already have a bunch of animals that walk on the ground. I preferably want something that flies. So she sent me, I think it was the eagle and a dove, and I was like, I like the eagle. It goes well with the other animals I've got, and it looks dope. Like, I really like the way that she shades and she does the contrast and the tones. Cool. So that's it. That's basically the story for that. I got the ego done, and then the next one I think I got quite a bit later was the piece going here. So I have 2 koi fish on the back representing the balance that I've tried to keep in a lot of them. In the back, I don't know how well you can see, but I've got my star sign. It's a bit brighter. On the inside, I have 2 lotus flowers. And that's not only because I have land walking animals. I have one in the sky. Now I wanted some in the water, but it also represented the balance as well. So that's why I've got like the 2 koi fish swimming over themselves, and it brings and it brings in my star sign, which is Aquarius. So I got the waterborne flowers, lotus flowers, to kind of tie all that in, and it looks dope. You see, the thing is, I shaved my arm not long because I was getting like the extra pieces put in. Usually my arm's a bit more hairy like this one, so I can't see it as clearly, but man, it looks nice to touch. Maybe I'm just gonna start waxing myself off. I might, you never know, you never know. Okay, so I got the flowers done. Then it was a while later, maybe like 4 or 5 months later, that I decided to want to get something inside the inner piece of my arm. But obviously a lockdown happened, so that took a lot longer. I actually had my appointment booked, and I was gonna be there 3 days later. But when the lockdown hit, it obviously ended up being like 2.5 months after that I finally got the tattoo, which is lily flower, because it's my mom's favorite flower, and a bunch of ink streaks, and I got some geometric shapes put in there. That, and I've left them empty because I know that I'm gonna want tattoos later, but I don't know what I want right now. So I will use those shapes to fill them in with whatever comes to mind, inspirations, or if there are any life-changing events, that kind of thing. I'll just use those shapes as canvases to fill in as time goes on. What else is there? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's it. Oh, and I also got red streaks put in because I like the black and white, but I also thought that color would go, well, the red color would go pretty well on darker skin. I looked at some examples for that. It's healing, so I know it looks kind of crusty right now, but it will look fire. I've got some photos of when I just took it, so I'll put those up. And there's also the scabs. It looks like my arm's been sliced open a little, but that's just because, where do I need to put my arm to make it focus? Yeah, that's just because it's scabbing over right now. In like a week or 2, it'll be fully, well, it won't be fully healed. The scabs will come off, but it will still be tender. For those that have tattoos, you know what I mean? Like, it's matte black for those that are healed, and it has this kind of like shiny texture on it when you haven't finished the healing process. Well, that's it. That's all the tattoos that I've had so far. I'll fill you guys in the next time I get anything, and that's it. That's life out. Peace. Catch you guys next time.